안녕하세요. 캐나다 맑은 하늘입니다. 아침에까지는 눈이 하나도 없었는데 한 1시간 반 사이로 지금 눈이 이렇게 내리기 시작했고요. 5cm에서 10cm 정도 내린다고 하는데 큰 눈 안 내리고 지나가면 좋겠습니다. 계시는 곳에서 모두들 건강하게 지내시고요. 눈길에 혹시 운전하셔야 되는 분들 있으면 안전운전 하실 수 있기를 바랍니다. 안녕하세요. 캐나다 맑은 하늘입니다. 아까 눈이 내린다고 영상을 한 개 짧게 찍었는데 눈 내리는 길, 이건 지금 동네에 있는 길이고요. 약은 아니고 조금 넓은 길이어서 한번 눈 치우는 차가 지나간 것 같고요. 좀 있으면 하이웨이 진입하면서 눈은 어느 정도 치워졌는지 한번 보도록 하겠습니다. 캐나다가 눈은 정말 진심으로 열심히 치우는데 하지만 큰 도로 우선으로 먼저 치우고 있고요. 그리고 도로마다 이제 지역마다 조금 편차는 분명히 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 고속도로는 큰 트럭이 앞에 이렇게 눈 치우는 그 삽 같은 거가 달린 걸로 이렇게 줄 지어가면서 치우는 그런 식으로 되어 있습니다. 그래서 여기 지금 앞에 보시면 길거리에 눈은 많이 없어졌는데 제가 사는 동네는 눈 치우는 거에 우선순위가 제일 떨어지는 데고요. 그래서 그런 곳은 조금 눈이 많이 쌓여있는 채로 고생하면서 지내는 경우도 있었고요. 2년 전인가 1년 전에는 며칠 동안 동네 바깥을 못 나간 적도 있었습니다. 이게 눈이 너무 많으면 아예 차 자체가 이렇게 진행 자체를 못하니까 방법이 없더라고요.
It'll turn west, northwest, and northwest this evening and overnight tonight and start gusting up around 60 to 70 kilometers per hour. That's going to create a pretty bitter wind chill through the overnight. Overnight temperatures will fall to a low of -3. Friday, we may still see a few flurries as we get some lake effect on that strong northwest wind. Friday's high near 0. Right now, we're sitting at -1 at Pearson International with light snow reported.
Now the City News 680 Market Minute to the Business Center. Here's Phil Martino. It's a winning Thursday for the North American markets on Bay Street. The TSX is up by 328 to 21,217. The Dow is up by 319 to 38,741. The S&P on the plus side by 26.
자, 제가 여러 번 영상에서 보여드리고 했었는데 지금 제가 사는 온타리오 쪽의 고속도로는 그냥 이렇게 들어가면 고속도로입니다. 그래서 별도의 톨게이트나 그런 건 없고요. 다만 407이라는 숫자로 되어 있습니다. 407이라는 고속도로는 유료도로이니까 참고하시고 필요하실 때는 타더라도 나중에 청구서가 온다는 거 참고하시면 될 것 같아요. 자, 고속도로일수록 지금 앞에 보이시겠지만 이미 눈 치우는 차 혹은 그 염화칼슘을 뿌리고 갔기 때문에 이제 눈은 별로 없는데 아무래도 이렇게 막히는 게 있을 수밖에 없는 것 같아요.
Through Canadian Blood Services, you're not just helping someone, you're helping someone be there for their family, give back to their community, inspire a movement, maybe even change the world. Because when you donate blood or plasma through Canadian Blood Services, you don't just help save lives, you change so many more. You don't just make a difference, you make all the difference. Join Canada's Lifeline and book now at blood.ca.
Watch, listen, connect. This is City News 680 everywhere.
Mostly overcast now in downtown Toronto.
Minutes a day, you'll be on your way to speaking in a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel, language for life. Right now, Babbel is offering radio listeners 55% off their subscription. Visit babbel.com/radio. That's BABBEL.com/radio for 55% off. City News 680. Traffic alert.
From the City News 680 Traffic Center, I'm Carrie Prunskis. Westbound on the 401, west of Guelph line, the right lane is blocked because of a collision, so traffic is now getting through in the two left lanes. The traffic watch continues.
IUEC Local 50 reminds you that Monday, February 19th is Family Day in Ontario. This much-needed midwinter break is dedicated to our province's greatest resource, families. The last few years taught us more.
자, 이렇게 오히려 물처럼 이제 되어 있는 상태고 온도가 그렇게 춥지 않아서 더 빨리 쉽게 녹아버리고 그리고 염화칼슘이 다 녹여버린 그런 것 같아요. 정말 눈이 많이 오고 한참 추울 때는 이 고속도로 바닥이 전체가 완전히 하얗게 되는 경우도 제가 본 적이 있었고요. 물론 차도 완전히 하얗게 됩니다. 그래서 염화칼슘을 전혀 아깝게 생각하지 않고 정말 무한대로 뿌려서 그런 것 같다는 생각 많이 했었습니다.
A major play in this sport for quite some time, supporting, partnering with the European clubs, and now to be a part of Toronto FC and the growth of the game and how the direction the game is growing with 2026 World Cup. It's a perfect timing for a great partnership with a great brand like Chevrolet.
Yeah, very cool. Also here, the pink Barbie convertible, real life-size Hot Wheels, all of them at the Convention Center until the 25th. Jeff Rahoman, City News.
Traffic and weather together next, and some good news if you're westbound on the 401 west of Guelph line. City News time 3:50.
Donate online at carsforkids.ca. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll benefit a child and get a maximum tax credit.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today and your car can be gone tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Cherry Tabb, co-founder of the Herzig Eye Institute. Are you sick of glasses and reading glasses, contacts and cataracts? Your vision will change through your lifetime, especially after 40. At Herzig, we have the world-class surgeons and proven advanced technology to help you adjust to those changes. Turn frustration to celebration. Google Herzig Eye Institute. Call us for a consultation. There's no charge. Look after yourself. Promise me.
City News time 3:51. Traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Carrie Prunskis. This report is brought to you by Clifton Blake. Well, if you missed it in the traffic alert just a couple of minutes ago, westbound 401 west of Guelph line, traffic is getting through in the two left lanes. Now, it was a full blockage for a while, so the right lane is still closed because of a collision, and you will find very heavy delays. Not only is it jammed through the city, but then a heavy backup from James Snow Parkway all the way to Highway 6 south. Westbound on the 407 west of White's, the right lane is blocked, and this is a collision and vehicle rollover, so a delay there as well. Eastbound on the 401 east of Guelph line, two right lanes are blocked with a collision, a huge backup from approaching Highway 6 north. The collision east of Mississauga Road in the Express looks to have just cleared away. It was blocking a right lane, then they both moved over to the Bullnose, but I think they just left the whole scene here, from what I can see on the camera anyway. And then eastbound 401 approaching Yonge in the Express, two center lanes are blocked with a collision. Another collision approaching Leslie in the Collectors, that's blocking the right lane. Expect delays from the 410 in the Collectors to the 427 ramps, and then it's slow from the 427 alternately Express and Collectors through Scarborough and into Durham. Those delays don't really let up until you get...
캐나다에도 이 제네시스 브랜드가 요즘에 종종 보이는데 한국 차 만족하면서 타고 있을지 궁금하네요. 한국에서도 더욱더 열심히 잘 만들어서 해외에서도 더 사랑받는 그런 브랜드 되면 좋겠습니다.
Stalled vehicle. Another problem on the northbound 427 approaching Highway 7. The right lane is blocked. A collision here involving a delivery truck which has spun out and ended up partially in the ditch. So delays northbound 427 Gardner to the 401 Express, approaching the 409 to Derry, and then a backup from the 407 to this problem at Highway 7. The westbound Derry ramp to the southbound 410 is closed, so no access there because of a collision. A number of vehicles are getting stuck on hills on Bayview, northbound at Pottery, and on York Mills, east of Yonge. Also southbound Bayview, south of Post, all lanes blocked with a stuck bus. Time is ticking. The deadline for your RRSP is February 29th. Make your money work harder with Clifton Blake. Conditions apply. Now with the forecast, here's Rob Haswell.
Taking a live look at the radar, we are seeing some pretty steady improvement for the central GTA and areas to the west. It's really kind of wrapped up, at least as far as the steadier snow for the western end of the GTA. But as you get toward the east end, anywhere kind of along and east of DVP 404, still seeing some light to moderate snow. Picks up a bit as you get out toward Stouffville, Ajax still, but that should rapidly improve over the next half hour to hour at the very latest. But even as this snow winds down, the wind becomes a bit of an issue as it is gusting already at around 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. But this evening and overnight tonight, we'll start gusting up around 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, making it feel even colder. Overnight wind chills will be 10, 15 below, and obviously those kind of wind gusts can be hazardous when you're traveling as well, so be careful on area roadways even after the snow starts to get cleaned up. Our Friday was a little easier going, some lake effect flurries possible, a Friday high near zero. The weekend should be a little bit cooler with -2 for a start on Saturday, but climb up to near zero Sunday, and then for the holiday on Monday for Family Day, high near +1. Right now at Pearson International sitting at -1. Light snow still being reported there, and a good east-southeast breeze at 10 kilometers per hour. We should be near our guaranteed high of zero shortly, and then fall as we go through the overnight to an overnight low of -3.
This extended forecast is brought to you by Mississauga Hyundai. Visit Navadia's 3 Hyundai superstores during the All-Star Sale and discover the Hyundai Advantage. Looking for a Hyundai? I'm your guy.
이렇게 진출입로가 뭐 돈을 내고 하는 게 없으니까 장점은 원하는 곳에 가다가 차가 막히면 빠져서 로컬로 가거나 이런 거가 되게 용이합니다. 그래서 운전하실 때 어디가 막히거나 그럴 때 너무 걱정하지 마시고 먼저 빠지거나 더 가서 나가거나 뭐 그래서 턴해서 가거나 그래도 되니까요. 그 점 기억하시면 좋을 것 같아요.
Sportsnet, here for hockey.
Some Americans may have to pay more for a popular diabetes medication. We'll bring you the details in business next.
Changes being made to your job. 3 key facts you must know with Lior Samfiru from employmentlawyer.ca.
Number 1, it is illegal for your employer to make significant changes to your pay, job duties, hours of work, even a temporary layoff. Fact number 2, if you don't protest the change in writing, you will be seen to have accepted it. Finally, when your employer makes these changes, they're essentially terminating your employment and you're owed your full severance, as much as 24 months' pay. I can help you get the severance package you're owed. My team has helped tens of thousands of employees pursue their constructive dismissal cases when changes were made to their job. Before you accept any change or quit in protest, contact me and discover why my employment law firm is the most positively reviewed firm in Canada.
Contact employment lawyer Lior Samfiru today. Get the advice you need and the compensation you deserve. Visit employmentlawyer.ca. That's employmentlawyer.ca.
Now the business report. Here's Phil Martino. Virginia Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation says the annual pace of Canadian housing starts in January fell 10% compared with the month before. They came in at about 223,600 units for the first month of the year, compared with about 249,000 for December. Cenovus Energy is the latest Canadian oil sands company to report surging production levels just in time for the startup of the Trans Mountain pipeline expansion. The Calgary-based company says it saw its second highest quarterly production ever in the fourth quarter of 2023, with output of more than 800,000 barrels of oil. Cenovus shares are up 7%. The energy sector is leading the way up on Bay Street. Suncor Energy also up by 4%. The TSX on the plus side by 329 points to 21,219. Things are also looking good stateside. The Dow up by 344. The S&P up by 23. And the NASDAQ on the plus side by 49. Some Americans may have to pay more for is Ozempic, a popular diabetes medication also used for weight loss. According to 46 Brooklyn, a nonprofit drug pricing analytics firm, drug makers raised the list price of the drug along with about 900 other brand medications in January. At the City News Business Center, I'm Phil Martino. Business is brought to you by Canadian Western Bank.
Running a business doesn't come with a roadmap. There's no GPS to tell you.
Take the exit towards Proffitville.
You might find yourself stuck at the intersection of hustle and grind. Not far from the corner of sleepless at nights. But if you know where you want to take your business, CWB can help get you there. Success has a new address. Canadian Western Bank.
Now open at York and Adelaide.
Hi, I'm Sean O'Brien, President and CEO of Reliance Home Comfort. Did you know that over 1.3 million homeowners call on Reliance for their water heater needs? That's right, 1.3 million. And with over 100,000 five-star online reviews and over 60 years of experience, you could say we're water heater experts. Switch to Reliance today. We'll give you $300, and standard installation is included for all your hot water needs.
Reliance. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
News is always changing. Now, more than ever.
Listen 3, 4, 5 times a day.
This is City News 680. Everywhere.
Downtown Toronto right now, we have some light flurries. It's mostly overcast and a wind chill reading of -7. Celebrating 30 years of traffic and weather together on the ones and everything you need to know in Toronto when you need to know.
자, 여기도 이 도시의 약간 주요 길 중에 하나인데 그래서 그런지 눈은 한번 밀고 지나가고 염화칼슘도 잘 뿌려놓은 것 같아요. 하지만 옆에 인도라든가 동네 안쪽 길은 아직도 눈이 쌓여있는 걸 볼 수 있고요. 이제 차례차례 눈을 치우는 작업이 시작이 될 겁니다.
But a lot less funny. Winter weather travel advisories in effect for Toronto and the GTA, but the wicked weather is moving east. Your latest traffic and weather in seconds.
It's happening now on the roads. Kerry literally just said there are collisions everywhere.
The transportation minister says the government's going to
Ban tolls on provincial highways.
even though there are none, and not that highway.
Well, the 407 is a private entity.
Details coming up.
The Leafs get some good news with the Flyers in town tonight, and Kevin Gausman says it's time to start winning.
Definitely upset, being 0-4 in the last 2 in the postseason.
Sports at 15.
Triple-digit gains for the TSX and the Dow. And a not-so-merry Christmas for Canadian Tire. It is reporting a drop in its fourth quarter profit. Business at 26. City News Time 401.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Kerry Frunskis.
Yes, I like to simplify things for you, James. This report brought to you by Access Storage. Collisions everywhere, quite literally. Eastbound on the 401, several problems. East of Guelph Line, the 2 right lanes are blocked. And east of Mississauga Road, in the transfer to the collectors, the right lane is now blocked. Stopped vehicle here, not sure if it stalled out. The driver and the passenger got out, did something at the front hood, and then got back in the car. So it's not moving. And then approaching Yonge in the Express, 2 right lanes are blocked. This is another collision. The other collision approaching Leslie and the collectors has cleared, but a tough drive. Eastbound 401, it's jammed approaching Highway 6 north to east of Guelph Line, and then expect delays from the 410 and the collectors to the 427 ramps, and slow from the 427 all the way across the city and into Durham. Delays on and off to about Harmony. Eastbound on the 407, the ramp to Bathurst, that's now partially blocked with a collision. Still a collision westbound 407 west of White's. That's blocking the right lane. A vehicle ended up on its roof. And westbound on the 401 west of Guelph Line, the right lane is blocked. Collision's been there since about 2 o'clock this afternoon, so it's absolutely jammed on the westbound 401 heading towards this problem. Delays approaching James Snow Parkway in the Express all the way to west of Highway 6 south. On city streets, a lot of people are getting stuck basically anywhere that there's a hill. Northbound Bayview at Pottery, it's partially blocked with vehicles that got stuck. And eastbound on York Mills at Don Mills, all lanes are blocked. Actually, it looks like traffic is now squeezing through in a single lane, but a number of buses are lined up on the right-hand side, presumably stuck or possibly even involved in this collision. Wouldn't surprise me. York Mills, that's eastbound at Don Mills, so a very heavy backup in that area. And last we heard from traffic spotters, southbound Bathurst at Briar Hill, approaching Eglinton, all lanes blocked with a collision involving a bus there. Need extra space? Access Access Storage, affordable and flexible storage solutions at a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca. Shop Canadian, store Canadian. From the City News 680 Traffic Center, I'm Carrie Prunskis.
City News Weather Alert.
This weather alert brought to you by your Ontario Subaru dealers. Well, that didn't last long. After some intense snow for several hours, it is tapering off and moving east, but the damage on the roads has been done.
A winter weather travel advisory has been listed for areas west of Mississauga, but it remains in place for Toronto and areas heading east, and no one is going anywhere fast.
City Scott Burnett joins us live with the latest. Scott.
James, that got intense for a while, didn't it? Still is if you are east of the city this hour. Lots of snow, great for those reopened toboggan hills, even better for ski country, which is also seeing a nice addition to their slopes today. For a look at what's happening where weather-wise, let's go live now to City News meteorologist Rob Haswell. Rob?
Well, the good news is things are steadily improving. We have seen the back edge of the system already pull through the western and central portions of the GTA. North and east, it's still there, but it's starting to improve. Some of the heaviest snow is well off to our east now, more toward the Oshawa area, and even that has been seeing some steady improvement. Now, as the snow winds down, the wind takes center stage for the weather headache. We have wind gusts already in the 30, 40 kilometer per hour range. I would expect 50, 60, maybe even 70 kilometer per hour wind gusts later this evening and overnight tonight. That itself can create its own little travel hazard out there. But as for the standing issue, as far as the travel advisory goes, that has been trimmed away for the western GTA, and I would expect it to be ended fairly shortly for the central and eastern portions as well. At the moment, Toronto Pearson International Airport is reporting a -1 and looking at some pretty improved conditions there. The island is sitting at 0. We'll fall to an overnight low of -3.
Thank you, Rob. Speaking of Pearson this hour, we're seeing delays on both the arrival and departure side up to about 5 o'clock, so check your times at torontopearson.com before you go. The city's heading salters and plows out this afternoon, but you can still expect a slippery drive, especially on hills like the Bayview Extension, Pottery Road, Midtown, around Davenport. As you heard in traffic, it is a mess. Collisions everywhere. The TTC facing similar issues, listing a ton of detours and service disruptions for bus routes.
자, 여기까지 찍고 마무리하겠습니다.